What do you picture when you think of a third world country? Do you picture unemployment, lack of food and water, and run-down communities? Or do you picture high spirits, big smiles, and beautiful landscapes? I'm Sia Zerbian. I live in Brampton, Ontario, and I'm a student at Seneca College studying corporate media production and visual effects for TV and film.
And I'm Kristen Jacobson. I live in Grimsby, Ontario, and I'm studying broadcasting, radio, television, and film at Niagara College. We're both very passionate about traveling the world and discovering other cultures. So we wanted to combine our skills in media with our passion for travel to film this documentary in Peru, to get up close and personal with the people of Peru and their surroundings. Our experience in Peru was so much more influential than I could have ever imagined.
So what do we picture when we think of a third world country? We'll show you on our adventure throughout Peru, so you can experience it as we experience it. After arriving in Peru, it didn't take long for us to feel completely comfortable and well adapted to our surroundings. Each person we met had a smile on their face and welcomed us to their country.
After spending a couple days in Lima, we flew east over to a less developed region of Peru called Arequipa. When you step off the plane in Arequipa, you're surrounded by mountains and volcanoes. We had read that Arequipa is also called the White City, and we quickly learned why. Many of the structures are white because they are built of volcanic stone called sillar. We were in awe of the city's beauty and rich culture. However, what really affected us about the city was the unfortunate contrast in living conditions.
We were fortunate to have a Peruvian friend expose us to another side of Arequipa that isn't a common destination for tourists. You can never be prepared for this kind of experience. Right now we're in Arequipa, and we had the opportunity to spend a day with a family here.
This is the mother of the family. And they are absolutely amazing. They're so wonderful. They welcomed us into their home. There was this tiny place that they were living in, and there was a mother, a father, and 6 children. The youngest child doesn't have the ability to walk. She was born that way. So they have to carry her around everywhere. They were just so welcoming, and they had so little. So these are the beds, mother and father's, and these are the kids' beds.
They barely had enough food to eat, and not nearly enough beds. But they were such a strong and supportive family.
Mi papá a veces se queda en mi casa cuando no tiene trabajo.
All the children are young, and they do attend school, which is great. But we've seen the conditions that they're living in, and it's very, very poor.
Por ahí veces nosotros lo hacemos enojar. Por eso estoy en acá, cuidándola a mi hermanita. Se llama Flecha Marisol.
Out of most of the people I meet in Canada, these people are so much more friendlier and happier.
Con mis 6 hijos soy alegre, contenta con mis 6 hijos.
We really wanted to make an impact on this family, but we didn't expect for them to make such an impact on us. Driving through their community, we couldn't believe that over half the population of Peru lives this way. But what was really eye-opening was their level of enthusiasm and appreciation for life. Peruvians, both rich and poor, all have the same high spirits. They will welcome you into their home, offer any food they have, share their belongings, and treat you like family. Each and every one of them has the motivation to succeed. They just need the education and the opportunity.
Thankfully, there are many organizations doing exactly that. One organization called MASA has numerous projects throughout Arequipa. Some of these projects include free daycares run by local and international volunteers. Every day, the children play games, sing songs, get free meals, and interact with other children.
Nuestra institución lo que pretende es devolver la esperanza a toda la gente que de alguna manera vea amenazada su dignidad como persona a través de proyectos de promoción. Es decir, nosotros tratamos de brindar los servicios básicos para que ellos puedan disfrutar de una mejor vida y que tengan las mismas posibilidades de cualquier otra persona que lo tiene dentro de la ciudad.
Keeping up with everyday necessities is always a struggle, and paying for daycare is not an option. If it wasn't for MASA and its volunteers, many parents would be unable to work, and children who babysit their siblings wouldn't get the proper education for their future. In the long run, the children would grow up and be in the same situation as their parents, and the cycle would forever continue.
We also visited a free home for elderly women who were either homeless or had lost their family. The home is run by volunteers and opened its doors to these women when they had nowhere else to go or anyone else to turn to. They shared many heartbreaking stories of their past and uplifting stories of their lives today.
Mi papá murió cuando estaba chiquita, y después ya mi mamá pues nos trajo a Camaná, de Camaná me vine acá con mi hermano que era padre, franciscano. Y ya pues me trajo al colegio interna y ya pues así aprendí mi profesión de modas y así trabajé en modas. Y así de esta manera he vivido todo. Y ahora que no puedo ya ni hasta mi máquina lo he vendido porque ya no veo ni para ensartar la aguja. Y así es la vida pues, de los pobres. En esta casa estamos así.
There are so many ways for you to get involved with these types of organizations. You can find information on your own through the internet or through your high school, college, or university. Niagara College has collaborated with Instituto del Sur to create the MISTI project, which offers professional training and hospitality in tourism. The project aims to reduce poverty in Arequipa's community through training of disadvantaged, marginalized, or unemployed individuals.
Porque hay demasiadas diferencias en mi país. Mucha gente como yo hemos tenido esa ventaja y ese 50% no ha tenido nada de esas ventajas y no salen de esa pobreza. Esa circunstancia en mí me genera una necesidad de tener que trabajar más por la gente que no tiene esas oportunidades y lograr hacer que las diferencias entre los que tenemos y no tienen sean cada vez más cortas, ¿no?
For the past few years, Niagara College has sent students and faculty to Arequipa to help train Peruvians in Instituto del Sur. The program has been very successful. Past students are now graduated and teaching new students. Niagara College and Instituto del Sur have jump-started an education system that will continue to expand and give Peruvians the training they need to succeed.
Our project allows us to help the community by providing them with the knowledge and the training that they need in order to provide necessary skills that will help them improve their way of living. For example, if we teach them how to provide better customer service at hotels and restaurants, and if we help them understand how to prepare food in order to avoid the tourists getting sick, this will attract more tourists to the area, and ultimately this will help their economy.
We left Arequipa feeling overwhelmed with what we had seen and learned during our first 10 days in Peru. We had no idea what the next 20 days had in store. We heard that Peru is a beautiful country, but we never expected it to be a traveler's paradise.